This is Mrs. McCowan for FCAT 2.0 Mini Flipbook, Geometry 30%, Number Base 10, 25%. Today I want to talk to you about geometry and number base 10. So on the front of your mini flipbook, I would like you to write geometry, which is 30% of your test. And then on the back of your book, this is going to be half and half. So on the back of your book, flip it over and write number base 10, which is 25% of your FCAT. Write these down. This is page 1 when you open your book. These are the benchmarks for geometry. Okay, next page, page 2. Find the volume and find the surface area. To find the volume, all we have to do is use our volume of a cone. So V equals 1/3 pi radius squared times h. And radius is 2, so 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 1/3 times pi times 8 is approximately 8.3 centimeters cubed. To find the surface area, we have to do 2 base plus perimeter times height. So the base is 2 times 2, which is 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. The perimeter is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is 8. The height is 2. So 8 times 2 is 16. So we know that the surface area is 24 centimeters squared. And it's squared because it's area. Okay, compare the shaded area to the whole. How much did it increase? So here's the original amount that we had. If you count this, this is 6 blocks, and it increased to 24 blocks. So how much did it increase by? 4 times. Reflecting, this reflects over the x-axis. And rotating, rotate this 90 degrees to the left. So we're going to reflect and rotate. Those should be your new figures. Now we have ordered pairs. I'd like you to find the ordered pairs. You should have found that A was -3, 2. B was -3, 0. C was -3, -4. D was -2, 2. E was 1, 2. F was 2, 4. G was 3, -1. Measure the pen cap, write it in centimeters and inches. In centimeters, we found that it was 6.6. In inches, we found that it should be 2 5/8. Okay, I'd like you to write in the middle 2 pages, on the left page, quiz on geometry, number 1 to 5. We're going to grade this at the end. And then on the right side, quiz, number base 10, 1 through 5. We're going to grade this at the end. Okay, next page, we have A51, round to the tenths, and rounds to the tens place. So when we round it to the tenths, we have 945.6. When we round to the tens place, we have 950. Okay, I'd like you to write this problem down. Chin had a paper route. In January, she sold 25 papers. In February, she sold 40 papers. If this pattern continues, what month will Chin sell 90 papers? So if you did this on your own and continued the chart, March would be 65. April would be 80. May would be 95. So the correct answer would be May. Okay, I'd like you to solve these problems, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The answer to the first one is -2. Answer to number 2 is 8. Number 3 is -70. And number 4 is -25. Okay, I'd like you to simplify this problem and solve Okay, the answer to number 1 is 6 to the 7th power. When we have powers, we simply add the powers. So 3 plus 4 is 7. And keep it, change it, flip it. We know that the answer is 1/2. Okay, I'd like you to solve 1 and 2. Okay, answering number 1, do the opposite, which is subtracting 6 from both sides. So we find that x equals 6. Now we have a two-step equation. We have to do the opposite. So the opposite first is adding or subtracting. So we're adding 5. 5 plus 15 is 20. Then we have to do the opposite of multiplying. 2 times x, which is dividing. So divide by 2. Divide by 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10. Okay, now we have two-step equations that equal other two-step equations. So we need all the variables on one side and all the numbers on the other. Okay, so my first step, I'm going to get all the numbers on one side. So I like numbers to all be on one side, so I'm going to move the 8s to this side. So 1 plus 8 is 9. And I'm going to move all the x's to the other side. So subtract 2x equals -3x. So 9 divided by -3 is -3. Same thing here. We're going to put all the numbers on one side, all the x's on the other side. So we have -1, -2x equals, divide by -2, divide by -2, x equals 1/2. Okay, turn back to the middle and answer these geometry questions. Okay, now take your number base 10 quiz. Okay, now let's check our answers. If you have 5 correct, that's 100%. If you have 4 correct, that's a 90%. If you have 3 correct, that's an 80%. 2 is a 70. 1 is a 60. And 0 is a 50. If you need extra help, you can go back and watch this video again, ask Mrs. McCown a question, or come in the morning for extra tutoring. Thanks for watching.